getting ready for our live show, but she took a moment out to sit with us. It's the one and only Sarah Fraser.
Buy your tickets August 15th. It's a Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It is our We Don't Want to Leave the House tour. You can ask us anything. $30. It's a complete VIP experience with giveaways, access to David and myself. Last time, the questions were so great. They ranged from like juicy dirt, like feuds that we were in, whether it was something about her or some old co-host drama with We All Know Who, with David and that other person. Whatever you want to ask. We had business advice. Should you get into podcasting? What kind of podcast should I launch? How do I make money? Ask it all. Eventbrite.com. Just search Sarah Fraser, David Yontif, Behind the Velvet Rope. We Don't Want to Leave Our House tour. Whatever you want to search, tickets are available. They are going fast. $30. You can also find the ticket link in my Instagram bio or David Yontif's.
And that's the only place I'll answer questions. I mean, somebody I know from the past, slipped into my DMs and said, they're a Margaret enthusiast. This just happened and said, are you no longer speaking to Margaret? Well, you obviously don't listen to this podcast. You're from my past. And I said, buy a ticket to the live show. I am not going to sit here in a DM and give you a 12-paragraph response. And she said, I don't live in the New York area anymore. And I said, it is digital. Open the link. And she said, okay, well, you didn't answer the question. Do not. And I said, what do the following three professions have in common? 1, lawyer. 2, HR director. 3, podcast host. All three professions ask questions. I'm like, I ask the questions. I don't answer them. So that might sound bitchy, but come and bring your questions because I will answer them at the live show. That's what we did last time. I don't have time to sit in a DM and explain to you why I don't want anything to do with Margaret Josephs.
I'll just say this too. Last time I live here in LA. I live in Hollywood.
Yes.
I did get some scoop from somebody very closely connected to RHOBH about Erica Jane. David was floored. I'll just say this. I may have some new information about the Vanderpump Rules cast and Rachel Leviss that I will disclose.
Really?
Only to our VIP. That's all.
And guess what? I'm one of those. That'll be my question. Let me write this down because I really don't know what she's talking about, guys, but I'm curious. Speaking of Vanderpump Rules, and I don't mean this in an insulting way because I love Lala, but Lala just had her baby shower. Brittany was there. Stassi was there. And when I just say, does anyone care? It's just like, I just don't care about the kids aspect of any of these shows. I don't care about the minivans, unless it's Gunvalson having a breakdown about the family van, when it's like the kids baby shower. So this story, I just kind of skipped over. I'm just not interested in it. I'm interested in Shannon getting a DUI and crashing into a house. And do you love how on that, at least the premiere, maybe not last night, they zoom in on that Archie. They zoom right in on that Archie. Archie's getting close-ups. These producers, it's Scott Dunlop and Alex Baskin is part of this, not the lead like he is with Evolution, but he's there. So you guys know what you're doing, giving Archie some screen time because Archie is pissed.
So good. Well, I love the kid stuff. I like the kid aspect of everything now because I am a mother.
You are.
I can really, really relate. It was one of my favorite things about VPR this season with Sheena and Brock. I loved their relationship with Summer Moon.
Moon, yes. Miss
But
Moon.
there's a lot going on in the OC. Jennifer Pedantry finalized that divorce with her 3 kids with her ex. She's going to get about $4,700 a month.
Okay, not quite the $300,000 from Sutton.
Oh, God. What's that guy's name? Christian? Who's the ex?
Christian.
How are we not trying to get with Christian? I don't know where Christian lives.
That's a good fucking question. I guess he still lives in London, like they said. He was taken off. That's a good question.
How are we not trying to date Christian? 300. Can you imagine when that drops every month? And then you're like, 30 more fucking days for I don't know how many years are alimonies at.
Should we give some scenarios? Because now we have Jesus Jugs back. And she didn't blink no eye about taking John Jansen from you, Shannon. What about Erica? Can't Erica be with Christian and then Sutton will be disgusted and then Sutton versus Erica could be a whole season? Couldn't that happen?
I have to think that Erica's team has listened to our podcast and said
Mhm.
the exact same thing. Why not? I don't know. Christian to me, I can't
That's
even believe
that's
it. Like
untapped talent, right?
untapped talent.
And Kent, Lala Kent, you want to be a housewife so bad? You want to be on any show since your show is non-existent at the moment? Go date Christian. It might get you on the Beverly Hills Housewives,
Should get with Chris.
right?
Oh my God, you should get with Christian.
I mean, I
Um,
would. I mean, personally, I would take Lala. That ain't a joke.
well, what do you make though, by the way, speaking of now that we're on Lala, did you see the meme of her eyebrows? She was, they all do those Amazon lives. Is that
Yeah,
real or is that like edited? Because I
this
mean,
is
she's being called a Star Trek character, Star Wars character,
this is
Klingon.
another story that I just kind of skipped over. I said, "What is all this, and why do we care about eyebrows?" I don't, and I skipped. To be honest, I'm being totally honest.
I gotta find it. Uh, yeah. People really hate her now, huh?
Yeah, she came for
Wow,
the
this is
queen.
that's not a great angle. It's not good. Your girl, people
No,
are saying
that's
she's gone way too far with the Botox, with the
I'm
filler.
okay with the bow tie. I mean, the eyebrows are a little off. I mean, look at, I mean, I've gone a little bit, yes, crazy
No,
with the
you're not
Botox.
crazy with the arch and they all get
No,
them all tattooed on. Maybe she just had them done, but this is a really bad photo.
that's a really bad photo. I would agree with that. That's a really bad photo.
I like her.
Um, so I don't know. I mean, VPR, does anyone care? Does anyone want it back?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
A lot of
Okay,
people do. And in
yes.
fact, I think this is an interesting I didn't anticipate this, but Love Island,
Hmm.
is that what Ariana is
Yeah,
hosting?
yeah.
Enormous ratings. Enormous. The highest
Huge.
ratings the show has ever had in bringing her out as the host.
Well, Chicago has had now you don't get a lot for
He
Chicago for the
loved.
stunt casting, but I think you get like I don't think Ariana got a ton for Chicago because there is a housewife that I know that this past week let me know that she was offered Chicago and she turned it down. But I think when you go back, like Ariana is going back to Chicago, I think you get a lot to go back. She sold out Chicago and now highest ratings ever for Love Island. So I would imagine I would imagine Ariana is back next season for Love Island and there's going to be a raise. And this is it. This is it. She has transcended. I would do it all. I told you last episode, I have no goals. You know that I will take any opportunity for money. I just am not chasing it like in the car. It needs to come to me. No diva attitude. I will work for it. But if this is it, guys, we're stuck with each other behind the rope. What do you think of that? Highest ratings ever for Love Island. Ariana has done it. That's it. That's it. Done. Back.
Look,
Contract season
after
2.
I went viral by the Daily Mail,
Mhm.
with also a picture much like Lala's, where my mouth was open. I mean, I look like a pig at a trough. She's beloved. Look at my Sarah Fraser Show podcast ratings. They're in the tank. They're in the
Mhm.
shitter because I think it was like 55 people came and gave me a 1-star review after I did
Mhm.
the honest something about her sandwich shop review, which I stand by. But she is loved. She was, and I said this, I did videos that day. She was very sweet that day. They were just completely disorganized. I didn't think they took it seriously, and they didn't have a PR person on staff. And I thought it was rude what they did to all of their fans. But she's like a huge fan favorite. People are missing that show. They should bring it back. Um,
I don't really get the appeal of Ariana, but more power to everyone. Not everyone gets the power of for my love for Lisa Rinna. So the heart wants what the heart wants. Unlike today's political climate, I don't judge. I let you love the ones you want to love and hate the
well,
ones you want to hate. I just don't.
we're united
Ariana's
now
not
as a country.
my. We're yes. I forgot that
After
we're
that
united.
assassination attempt, that people have come from all sides. There's no place for
Correct.
violence.